So we're at the P.S. Jacobs Wildlife Sanctuary, the first exhibit, if you will, is the red muntjac, also known as the barking deer. They have a female barking deer right here. Her name is Fei Fei. If we can get a bit closer, you'll notice they have two glands on either side, and they help produce a scent. It's their way of marking territory. Both males and females have it. So here at the Raptor Roost, we have quite a few different species. Some of them are permanent residents, perhaps because they were injured and they're just not ready or able to even go back into the wild. Some of them are also here for rehabilitation, socialization, getting themselves ready before they can go back out. So this serves as a really good haven to take care of those that are either unable to return to the wild or are ready, or are getting ready, I should say, to go back out. Paul, thanks for doing this. Can you tell us a bit about what you do here in terms of conservation?
On site, one of our main conservation programs is actually with one of the world's top 25 most endangered turtle species, Gamqingwai, or the three-banded box turtle, or the golden coin turtle. That Hong Kong is the last place on the planet where we know it's still breeding in the wild. One of the main parts of that project here on site is captive breeding the animals, building up a stock so that down the line, when the wild is safe, we have animals that we can use to put back into nature in Hong Kong and to bring back the balance in our ecosystem. Well, we have live exhibits here, so by bringing them face to face and telling them a story about this is a native animal that lives in our ecosystem, so they might have a little bit more sympathy for the animal and might want to help its cause a little further.
What's our part then in that ecosystem?
Because the ecosystem's providing our clean water, it's providing clean air. Without these things, we're going to suffer. So, it's in our interest to make sure we keep those ecosystems in balance. I think a lot of people don't realize that Hong Kong is such a green gem. There are species living in the wild here that have disappeared throughout most of the rest of their range. Things like the Chinese pangolin still lives on in Hong Kong, maybe not in giant numbers, but extremely hard to find elsewhere. So we have a real responsibility to look after these little gems that are still in our natural areas.
Having spent the day here, I must say I will be leaving with a bit more hope. More hope knowing that there are people out there that are working hard to make sure that we have an ecosystem that will take care of us, that animals will have a fighting chance in the wild in their own natural habitat. And I feel hopeful now, more hopeful than I did when I first came here, that we have a future that involves cleaner air and a healthier environment. Thank you for joining me today. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.